It's one of the most exciting things that we experience as humans. There is nothing like the rush of realizing that you like someone and then getting that chance to tell them how you feel. It's a mixture of nerves but also excitement. Sure, she might reject you, but what if she didn't and you both got to date each other? How amazing would that be? In the run-up to telling someone how we feel, we can have all sorts of emotions and thoughts pumping through our brain and the body. We think so much about when we should tell them that we forget to plan for how we are actually going to do it. Then we fumble on our words or don't quite say what we want to say. And you guessed it, it's important that you need to do some pre-planning first so that you can have the best shot with the lady of your dreams. And today's video is exactly that. I'm going to start with some of the best ways to put in some groundwork before telling a girl that you like her. Then we're going to dive in deep, step-by-step detail of how you can tell a lady that you like her so that when the time comes, you can feel more excitement as opposed to nerves. Let's go. Send her letters or pass her cute notes. Nobody really sends letters anymore, do they? Any post that we do get is mostly boring bills instead of lovely letters, which is why this would mean so much to a lady when a gentleman takes the time to write her a letter. It can be quite nerve-wracking to write someone a letter though, I totally get that. It feels like we have so much to say until the pen is in our hand and then nothing comes out. It is worth it though to see a smile on a girl's face when you have sent that letter or to receive a message of thanks from her. A lady knows that it's not something a guy would usually do, so if he does go out of his way, then she knows for sure that he must like her. It's not really something that you would just do for anyone, right? If you don't think that you can fill out a whole letter, then don't worry. Why not write a simple note? Keep it so easy. You could write a note and stick it on her lunch or leave it on her pillowcase or just slap it on a textbook if you guys are at school together. That way, at some point during the day, she's gonna find it and will be thinking about you. Again, guys, don't do this kind of thing just for anyone so that she subconsciously knows that you like her. Surprise her with a delivery to her place or office. You could show up and offer to take her out for lunch, which is a super sweet gesture. The only thing is that she might be busy and not be able to join you there and then. Instead, you could send her some flowers or something for lunch and surprise her. And if it's a case that she works in an office and there's lots of colleagues around, they will admire what you have done and they will always say things such as, wow, he must really like you. And this is going to help to plant that seed in her head. Plus, she's going to be thinking, wow, this guy is amazing. Support her and her endeavours. This one is really important, especially if you do want to be her boyfriend. Every girl wants someone who will support them in their dreams. It doesn't matter if she is career focused or if she has a hobby that she likes. She needs, wants, and deserves support. You should support her in any decision that she makes and offer advice when it's needed. You can show that you support her by just celebrating the small things. Girls love to celebrate the small things. If she wants to start her own business or run a marathon, then you should also support her with those endeavours. Basically, she needs to see that if you were to ever become boyfriend and girlfriend, you would be there to support her. Do her little favours to show her how much you care. When we like someone, we often find ourselves doing favours for them. For example, my friend really likes this guy, but they have not had that chance to really talk about it yet. And he was moving out of his flat and could not be bothered cleaning it because she was so head over heels for him, she actually offered to do it for him. That's a big deal. She told him that she loved cleaning and she really didn't mind at all. The truth is, she hates cleaning, but she really likes him, so she did it. And he still talks about it today, and all these years later, those guys are actually still together. So this proves that you really can show her that you care by doing little favours, like helping her move, grabbing her a coffee, buying her her favourite drink or chocolate. Little gestures go a long way. Spend time together. Although you like her, she might not like you yet. It quite often takes one person longer than the other when it comes to liking someone. Our feelings don't normally develop at exactly the same time, so the best way to get her to where you are is to spend time with her. Keep it casual with coffee dates and nature walks, and she will get to know you more and more each time, which will lead to her liking you more and more. It's a game of patience, really, but it is worth it. Plus, if you do like her, it's a bonus because you get to spend more time together. Find out what she likes. Ask her questions about herself and get to know everything about her. The more you know about her, the better that you can be at charming her. This could be from her favourite wine to the qualities that she looks for in a gentleman. The more you understand about her, the better luck you will have. Remember to always ask creative questions about her so that you can really understand what makes her tick. Talk to her. Sounds simple, right? If you like her, then you probably have already spoken to her. What I mean here, though, is really talk. Find out what she sees her life being like in the future. Ask her about her hopes and dreams and get to know about her past. Having this information allows you to see if you actually have a future for the both of you, or if you just have a crush on her before actually telling her how you feel. Compliment her. Girls love it when you compliment them. Make sure that whatever you do compliment her on, you really do mean it. If that compliment is genuine, then she will be extremely flattered and realize that you think she is special. Don't jump straight to the "I like you." Now that you know everything about her and you have wowed her, it's time to tell her how you really feel. Unless you have spent some time really getting to know her, then don't jump straight to the "I like you." Make sure that you are really committed to her before getting to the next part. It also gives her time to get to know you and develop feelings for you too. Ask her out. Before you tell her that you like her, ask her out on a proper date. You might have spent time together already, but if it was in a casual setting, then try to go to a nice restaurant instead. Impress her and charm her so that when you drop the "I like you" bomb, she has time to feel the same way. When you do tell her, be direct. When it does come time to tell her, be direct and follow the 6 steps. The 6 steps to telling a girl that you like her. This is what you need to do before. You need to understand what it is you actually want. After you have told a girl that you like her, she's going to say, "Okay, buddy, so what do you want? Do you want to take things slow or jump straight into a relationship?" She will want some answers, so you will need to take some time to think about what you actually want before you even think about telling her. Ask her how she is feeling. If you go to tell her and she has had a really bad day at work, then it's not going to go very well. She might even tell you that she doesn't feel the same. She needs to be in the right frame of mind and in a good space to be able to really take in what you are saying. Let's talk about during. Make sure that she is present. If she's distracted or looking elsewhere, then she's going to miss out on the things that you have to say. So take her somewhere that is quiet or in her own environment so that she feels comfortable enough to really focus. Say it at the right time. It's hard to think about, but if you tell her that you like her and she doesn't feel the same way, things can get awkward. If you have told her only for her to reject you and your food isn't even on the table yet, then you don't want to end up feeling awkward in front of her having to finish that meal. Make sure to tell her at the end of the night. Be ready to have answers. If everything goes right, then she will have questions like, "But what does this mean? How long have you liked me for?" You need to have all of the answers to fire back at her, so make sure you are prepared. Let's talk about afterwards. Have a plan if things don't go well. Practice saying something like, "It's okay, I hope we can still be friends." If she does tell you that she doesn't feel the same way, then you will feel sad. This can make you react in a certain way. And the truth is, this is how she feels now. That could change down the line. So you need to take it graciously so that you can possibly have something together in the future. There you go, we've reached the end of the video. I really hope this video helped. Leave your comments down below if you feel I've missed something from today's video. And one more thing, if you want to get your name rolling up like these people's names just here, then all you have to do is click the link in the description bar to find out a little bit more. Have an amazing day, like and subscribe. See you soon.